What if you were seriously ill, but your brain refused to believe it? This isn't just denial, it's a neurological condition called anosognosia, a powerful and little-known issue that affects millions of people with mental illness and brain injuries. In today's episode from the Code Purple Project, we'll explore what anosognosia really is, how it affects the brain, and why it's one of the most misunderstood challenges in mental health today. Section 1. What is anosognosia? Anosognosia comes from the Greek words without, nosos, disease, and gnosis, knowledge. It literally means without knowledge of disease. In simple terms, it's a medical condition in which a person is unaware of their illness or disability. It's not just stubbornness or denial, it's a neurological symptom, like memory loss or confusion. Imagine someone with schizophrenia who hears voices but truly believes nothing is wrong, or a person with bipolar mania who thinks they're just unusually productive and gifted, even as their life spirals out of control. This isn't because they're in denial, it's because the brain mechanisms responsible for self-awareness are impaired. Anosognosia is most commonly seen in schizophrenia, estimated 50 to 90% of cases, bipolar disorder, especially during mania, major depressive disorder with psychotic features, neurological conditions like stroke, traumatic brain injury, or dementia. Section 2. How anosognosia works. So how does it actually work? The ability to recognize ourselves, to reflect, to notice change, is a function of specific brain regions, particularly in the frontal lobes and right parietal lobe. When these areas are disrupted, the brain may no longer register that something is off. This can happen in mental illness, where the illness itself affects the very part of the brain responsible for recognizing it. It's a vicious paradox. The illness hides itself by impairing your ability to see it. This is why a person with schizophrenia might insist they're not sick, even if they're in a hospital, even if their delusions are extreme, even if they've been told many times before. Section 3. Anosognosia versus denial. Let's clear up a common myth. Anosognosia is not denial. Denial is psychological, it's a defense mechanism. People may avoid a painful truth, consciously or subconsciously. Anosognosia is neurological. The brain cannot process or accept that something is wrong. Here's an example. A person in denial might say, "I know I've been depressed, but I can handle it myself." Someone with anosognosia might say, "I'm not depressed at all. You're making it up. There's nothing wrong with me." That distinction matters because it changes how we approach treatment. Section 4. Why it's so dangerous. Anosognosia can be life-threatening, not because of the illness alone, but because it blocks treatment. If you don't believe you're ill, you're unlikely to take medication, follow up with therapy, stay in treatment long enough to stabilize. This leads to repeated hospitalizations, legal issues, family breakdown, homelessness, or incarceration. It's one of the biggest reasons people with serious mental illness fall through the cracks, even when help is available. Section 5. What can be done? So what can be done if someone you love has anosognosia? Here are a few important approaches. 1. LEAP method. Listen, empathize, agree, partner. Created by Dr. Xavier Amador, whose brother had schizophrenia, the LEAP method helps build trust without confrontation. Instead of arguing that someone is sick, you listen and validate their experience, then find common ground to work together, like agreeing on better sleep or fewer conflicts at home. 2. Long-term engagement. It often takes time and repeated attempts to get someone to accept help. Be patient, avoid power struggles, and focus on maintaining connection. 3. Involuntary treatment laws. In some cases, when a person poses a danger to themselves or others, legal mechanisms like psychiatric holds or guardianship may be necessary. These laws vary by state and country and are often controversial, but they can save lives. 4. Education, helping family, friends, and even healthcare providers understand anosognosia can change how they respond. It's not about blame. It's about recognizing what the person can't see and helping them safely navigate it. Here's a brief example. Sarah's brother Alex was diagnosed with bipolar 1 disorder. After a few months of stability on medication, he stopped taking it, convinced he never had a problem in the first place. He became manic, drained his savings, and nearly died in a car crash. It took years of trust building and gentle persistence before Alex finally accepted treatment again. Today, with the right support, he's doing well. But it all started by understanding that he couldn't see the problem, even when it was obvious to everyone else. Anosognosia may be invisible, but its impact is real. It breaks families, disrupts lives, and keeps people from the care they need. But with the right approach, patience, education, and compassion, we can reach through that wall of unawareness and help people find a path to recovery. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental illness but refuses treatment, it may not be willful. It may be anosognosia. Learn more at nami.org or by reading I Am Not Sick, I Don't Need Help by Dr. Xavier Amador. You're not alone, and with the right support, things can get better. Thanks for watching the Code Purple Project. If you want more content like this, subscribe and join the conversation. Have questions or a story to share? Leave a comment below. We're here to talk, learn, and understand together.